About to start game 3, Travis on a 6-card hand. A big difference between Travis's build and Zach's build are the interactive spells. Zach was playing 4 Fatal Push, 3 Collective Brutality, and then the Artifact Suite. Zach has 4 Thoughtseize.
Yes.
Or Travis does. Turn 1, Nihil Spellbomb from Travis Brown. He has one of those in the main and a second one in the sideboard.
It's a good whir target.
We go to Jadine on Jund. Jund, of course, can dismantle any deck that's trying to be too neat. The more cool things you try to do, the better Jund is against you. We see Inquisition of Kozilek from Jadine, and we're going to look at Travis's hand. It's a bit of a shaky keep. We see Pithing Needle, Pentad Prism, Spellskite, and Whir of Invention. She'll get her choice of any of those cards. Right now, Travis can't cast anything.
Yeah. And none of these cards are particularly good in the matchup. The Needle shuts off Liliana of the Veil, so that one might be the most inviting pick here. There's an argument to go for the Pentad Prism just because even if Travis draws a second land, he won't be able to do anything meaningful, just cast a Spellskite. So the Prism shuts Travis down, puts him in a position where he needs to top deck more things.
Yeah, Travis on his, he's a multi-6, his scry was to the bottom, so it's not guaranteed he's hitting another land here. Jadine takes Pentad Prism.
He also has Basic Island with his Spell Bomb. That's not really a combination.
Mox Opal, so he'll play Pithing Needle just so we can name something. And then Mox Opal, and then gets Metalcraft.
In the dark, I would guess you name Liliana of the Veil.
And that's what he'll do. See, I like to try to be more Catacomb.
Bloodstained Mire.
Yep. I was going to say Verdant Catacomb.
Okay.
I'm sure they play 4 of that one.
Jadine's already been through 1 Wooded Foothills, so you just name
I'm
going to
look at her fetches. My Verdant Catacombs call is way better than Bloodstained Mire. Look, it's 4 to 2.
Sure.
Come on, man.
Whatever, man. You got to get lucky.
Spellskite, yeah. Thoughtseize hits Whir of Invention. Travis going to make a Pentad Prism. Drew that one down to 1 card.
And we all know that it's a Spellskite.
Yeah, it's got a lot of robot things. Dark Confidant from Jadine.
Jadine does have a Liliana in hand.
Academy Ruins the pickup from Travis. He'll make his land for the turn, cast Spellskite, say go.
Yeah, he could redraw that other Pentad Prism.
Inquisition of Kozilek from Dark Confidant. That's not really live, but hey, it gets it off the top of the deck. I was going to say you can always discard it to Liliana of the Veil, but that's Pithing Needled.
She has a Tarmogoyf. I know you can Thoughtseize yourself. Can you Inquisition yourself? Getting a Planeswalker in the graveyard is something meaningful that you could do. You can you can only duress opponents. You can Thoughtseize anybody. Inquisition's one I don't know offhand.
It's an older card, which probably means, yeah, you can pick yourself.
All right. Yeah, that's plus Planeswalker.
The new cards all stop you from playing them in stupid ways.
You mean cool ways?
Yeah, they're you know.
I've played some games with some Vengevine brews where my opponent leads on Leyline of Sanctity, and so I Thoughtseize myself and discard a Vengevine.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's nice. Confidant swings.
I like
Travis
it.
Blocks. There we go. No big. Scavenging Ooze from Jadine, and that actually is good here because against those Academy Runes.
Yeah, nothing that Travis would get back just yet, but down the line,
yeah,
that interaction will matter.
4 mana, Tezzeret, Agent of Bolas. Huge draw for Travis.
That's a scary one.
Going to go and making some 5/5s, or you can plus it. This card, the reason he has 4 of this and 2 Jates is that in this style of deck, Tezzeret's actually the more powerful of the 2. +1 looks at the top 5 and puts an artifact among them in his hand, so almost like Ancient Stirrings. -1 goes ahead and makes an artifact into a 5/5.
So he starts with a plus here. I kind of like the line of making something that's not Spellskite into a 5/5.
Okay.
Because you can kind of protect that. There's no guarantee that you get to untap with the Tezzeret again.
Yeah, he finds Thopter Foundry with Tezzeret.
That's all well and good.
And Jane's going to start going at a graveyard with Scavenging Ooze. What I do like about Travis's deck is he's interacting on a way that Jund has some trouble with, because Jadine takes 4 off Bloodbraid Elf.
That is a nice pickup, though, if she has a 4th land.
I don't know that she does, Ryan.
Then it's not great.
Well, she does have that Inquisition of Kozilek, which we thought would be dead, but it's not. And that actually, because of the IOK that he knew he had, that's why I don't really like plussing Tezzeret there. Because your whole deck, this was going to happen with basically anything you found.
Ooh, and Abrupt Decay on the Spellskite.
And then attack the Tezzeret.
This is why I like the plus, the minus to make a 5/5 to begin with. It was just that Tezzeret was not a guarantee.
And with Scavenging Ooze tapped down, it looks like Travis is going to put that Thopter Foundry on top of his deck. But, you know, he can't put it on top and cast it this turn.
Right.
And, like, I'm just going to bet that Jadine has another discard spell.
Well, it could both be hit by a discard spell, and he just has some garbage artifacts. He won't be able to set up Thopter Sword.
Spell bombs away Jadine's graveyard to draw another. He has at least one land in hand.
It's like a land Maelstrom Pulse. He had to tap the Opal, though,
Land
so he couldn't
3.
pulse here.
Yeah, so he'll take the land and he'll immediately put that Thopter Foundry on top of the deck while Jadine is off green mana. Makes sense. Dark Confidant gives Jadine another land, but it enters the battlefield tapped. It is another
Blackcleave
Cliffs. Thank you.
It's
still a full grip.
Still a fine pickup. She has a very full hand, so just making land drops will help.
Is down to 9. That Dark Confidant has messed some things up. There's not too, outside of the Tezzerets, there's not really burn from
this isn't really a damage race. Ooh, and Basic Forest.
Bloodbraid Elf from Jadine cascades into Engineered Explosives on, on 0.
Hits the Opal.
And a swing for 7. Travis down to 13. Boom, Bloodbraid Elf cascades into a spell with no mana cost.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a bingo. Yeah, doing it. Maelstrom Pulse takes care of Scavenging Ooze.
Sure.
Because he he can't cat Jadine down to 6 on Liliana. That's needled too.
Yeah, so that's fine. I mean, he gets to unlock his runes, but there's nothing he wants to get back yet. JD is going to be really upset if this Dark Confidant just deals lethal damage to her.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Now that the Prism is spent and the Opal is the only source of non-blue mana.
Yeah, you can take your opponent off Thopter Foundry.
Kind of just want to crack the explosives.
Because Jadine's at 6, I am agreeing because just making Thopter Foundry and a couple 1/1s might actually tilt the race at this point.
Yeah.
And Jadine's pretty low.
Gotta imagine that she's trimmed on some of her answers to her own Dark Confidant post-sideboard as well.
Yeah, most expensive card is 4. It's Bloodbraid Elf. Just gotta get more pressure down. And I think, crack explosives on 0, get rid of the Opal. Cast Tarmogoyf, swing for 5, Travis at 8. We see artifact, creature, land, instant. It's probably fine.
Yeah, it only needs to be a 3 to be lethal. And there's also Raging Ravine as well.
And Sorcery and Planeswalker. And Jadine is gonna get this one. Wins game 3, takes the match. And she's rolling on 10-1.